Xpecial wants to engage these fights, and so Xpecial and Ray are really the two playmakers of this team, and that's why Xpecial still favors those melee supports.
Yeah, he's constantly playing Braum, Alistar, things that can go in and go big there. Ray, I think Apex in general sort of normalized a lot of their drafts. You see very standard picks for Kane. Ray is taking a carry-esque champion, but it's not a Java or anything, which was banned to be fair. TSM at least respecting that pick here.
Yeah, it's pretty much team fight through and through for Apex. They have good gank assistance with the Rek'Sai to get Ray ahead, and then when he shows up in mid-game team fights, the Equalizer is going to be his main tool here to try and destroy the team. And it's actually quite easy to hit Talia. She's low mobility, but she punishes other low mobility champions with her seismic shove.
Take a look at that mid lane, because they are going to get standard lanes actually. Honta and Ray are going to get the chance to go head to head, and so are Keen and Bjergsen, of course, in this mid lane right now. Just some wave clear, but it's up to Bjergsen to perhaps get aggressive, although he does have teleport, which we saw Pobelty use always swap up the ignite, so decides he would rather have the global pressure than the still pressure.
Yeah, Talia is all about out-rotating the enemy mid laner, and I'll be interested to see what he maxes. Pobelter maxed Q first, the threaded volley, but Scar was talking about how Unraveled Earth is really good back in the day. It may have changed over in terms of meta, but I'll see what Bjergsen ends up going with, because it gives you a little bit more wave clear if you max the E, and then you get to roam, go to the side wave with the wall, and also use your teleport.
Well, there actually from Bjergsen, Shrimp potentially thinking about a game.
Yeah, it's a good timing too, because as Rek'Sai, if you start on Swamp, you go Gromp, then your Wolves, then your Raptors, and then your King. Or if you go, it's the opposite side of the map, the red side, you go from your Cloaks to red to Raptors, then you King mid, and that's a 2-minute, 50-second game.
Good play from Bjergsen! Almost gets the kill, actually.
That's the combo right there. You throw down the E and you W, and the W is really difficult to use, but if you are fast, it has a lockout on it currently, so you can't cast the E at the same time. But Bjergsen is fast enough that he's able to line it up, get the size of the shove correctly, and it really destroys people. It's so much damage.
Maybe we should have had Ignite there, because I think that would have been a kill if he did. Does force the flash out from Kane though, so huge level 3 pressure as Svenskeren and Shrimp just going to pass by each other. Shrimp looking for a gank here in the mid lane. Bjergsen, now he sees it. Pro-Seek has been used. He does have the flash, but Shrimp cannot commit to that gank.
Yeah, but Svenskeren, if Bjergsen's actually pinging this, he has seismic shove. Svenskeren's coming in.
They're going to go for it.
Flash.
He gets it, shoves him in as well. And there's first blood for Bjergsen. Sven, though, getting chased down. Shrimp with the damage, but Bjergsen to try and flash in. Sven is going to go down to Shrimp, but Bjergsen might get himself a double here.
Bjergsen's cooldowns, not sure what they're at right now.
Oh, he wants it! Almost gets the last rock.
Almost. The fact that it comes out in a different cadence, it speeds up near the end, and it has a rhythm to it, not able to completely get it, but still gets the flash out of Shrimp, burns his own, and definitely worth it there, giving first blood to Bjergsen.
Well, we expected some action here in the mid lane, and that's what we've gotten. Bjergsen getting aggressive on Talia.
I'm going to take us back for a second here. Back in the Zed days, Bjergsen picked Zed, Keen counter-picked, and able to get that first blood with the help of Svenskeren, really lining up that game perfectly. Now Bjergsen has that edge of the lane in CS, gold, and apparently experience on the champion.
Yeah, double door and jungle front cloak should make trading pretty easy, as we'll have a check-in with the bottom lane of the map. It's been mostly a farm fest here. Double lift and Bifrost trying to keep the lane pushed up and aggressive wherever possible. But Apollo doing just a fine job here, making sure he CS's correctly. Apollo going to take some poke, but nothing to really worry about here. Apex, unfortunately for them, kind of forced to play this lane pretty passive and just let Double and Bio push the wave into them.
Yeah, it's really just that matchup, right? The double range versus the melee support. It's kind of for the late game when you pick a melee support. Like Braum is all about stopping the sieges, blocking Sivir abilities, making sure that you can't clear the waves out.
Ooh, Kane does that one. Got a pair of boots on now, so going to get a little easier.
Yeah, I actually encourage you guys, if you haven't played Talia, to go play Talia and try to do what Bjergsen just did there with the W and the E. It takes a lot of time to get that down. He's doing it very quickly.
Double lift there, nice goal. He'll get some mana back for his trouble. And again, continuing to be aggressive, trying to set up hits to the ground. Ray going to teleport back. Actually, haven't had a look at top lane just yet, but also some farming there. Shrimp, though, coming for a visit. See if Haunter can get out of this one. Yeah, he
goes over a pink board.
So, enough vision there for Haunter. Pops the W and runs back to the tower. Now level 6, they're going to get even harder, although Rumble also with his ultimate ready as well. Decent kill pressure there. Shrimp makes his way into the lane. Ooh, ulti from Keen, I like it. Just get some damage down. Bjergsen actually does shove him out of the way. Doesn't get extra damage, gets a little back on the mines. As Keen's back into them, but that's just good pressure from Keen, knowing that he can burn the ulti and try and make some space in this lane.
Yeah, and Bjergsen has to Cancel is back in a walk. Has teleport available to him, also has the Weaver's Wall, but he'll probably just walk back up here. Use the Silver Potion stacks.
Looks like it's now time to go back here. So Keen does have the blue buff, also of note, so he's having just to find time shoving the wave out, but we'll need a few more items here. Definitely aware of the pressure Jackson can put on it. Is calling Shrimp once again to this side lane. Jackson actually able to take out a ward and race here as well. As Apex maybe think about a dive.
Yeah, he's trying to line up his ultimate, but Bjergsen saw him with the ward that's in the Raptor pit.
Good ulti, but it's not quite enough. Damage isn't there. Ghost pop by Ken, slows there. Sven with a good cast. Keeps him out of the way.
Yeah, and the turret targets Shrimp there, so Keen stays alive.
Doesn't quite get a kill, unfortunately. Sven couldn't find a good way in to trap them under the turret, but protect his mid laner, which is probably the name of the game. Yeah, Bjergsen actually staying for a wave.
I definitely think that blowing your ultimate is Gragas in trade for the ultimate of the Rex, or the Rumble, and the Ghost of Victor is definitely worth it.
Apollo's still pushing in because Double Lift's actually gone back to buy. Apollo should do the same now. It's PF Sword, long sword there for Double Lift.
So, yeah, speaking of purchases here, like, the Bjergsen backs for Swifties. So, Talia builds are still very
Hold on.
Hold
Ulti in there. Haunts are going to try and turn it around. He does have Flash. Ray's now overheated. Teleport in. They're actually committing to try and get a kill here.
Can he wall him?
To go back in. He's going to try it. Talia's here. Ray going to try and get a counter kill. Bjergsen takes him out, though.
Goes for the brute force damage there. Haunter still had Flash. Ray walked too far forward, and even with the 4.5-second channel time on teleport, still too far forward, and Haunter baited him up.
We haven't talked about it yet, although we did hit it yesterday. Teleport changes. I think Bjergsen expected to be there a little faster. Haunter's like, what's going on, man? Get in my lane, but good teleport. And that's Ray, who was looking on track for a solo kill there. Stopped by TSM's team play once again.
Yeah, that's Ray style right there, is to try to get those kills.
Yeah, look for the trade. Doesn't get it. So now returns to the lane with a TMA all finished. Svenskeren trying to bit of counter jungling on his own. Let's see the red buff there. Trim does not feel safe enough actually. With Bjergsen on the rise.
Gotta watch out for Bjergsen. He's hanging off on the side.
Apollo's priority here though. This is not.
Yeah. Apollo arrow.
Oh! Got the red!
He got it too!
Peace, we out! Svenskeren, very sneaky.
Yeah, the arrow goes by, doesn't hit anybody, not even Hudson in the top lane. Well played there, Svenskeren. Shuts down Shrimp a little bit more. And the Rek'Sai behind the Gragas, usually you're going to see that Rek'Sai being ahead of the Gragas just by farming. And the fact that Shrimp even has a kill on him means that they were even in experience. So he's actually just a flat full level up at this point. Svenskeren will hit 8 and Shrimp will hit 7. Pretty much about the same time.
Sort of playing back on what you mentioned earlier where, you know, we saw Apollo next special come up. Bjergsen does have control of that mid lane and can join very quickly with the wall. So I think those 50 purchases you mentioned earlier, he just wants to get out of his lane as much as possible.
Exactly, get out of his lane as much as possible. When you're near the walls, you get extra movement speed. He's going to try to wall off Ray here because Ray has no flash.
There
He can't get back
Ray.
over.
Oh, big yeah, great pillar from Haunter. Ray going to get crushed down here, and that's an easy kill. That was sick.
Perfect usage there of the Talia. She really shuts down your options. What are you going to do at that point? You get the wave frozen on you. He roams faster than Victor because of the movement speed, because of the passive of Talia. You see the ultimate used down the bottom. It looks like it's going to be for naught at that point.
Maybe just a threat in here. Double Lift apparently didn't want to get all in, but he's safe for now. Just going to clear out the wave and go back home perhaps. Teleport used back in for Ray, so now he's summonerless. As we'll watch this one again. This was set up so well by Haunter.
There's no vision here from Apex. Yeah, the Weaver's Wall will actually knock you back as well, so it pops you up, kind of makes you glide over if you're directly on it. And he was on that side. The pillar definitely doubled down on that. And yeah, I guess this game's going to be a lot about Talia right now because she's fairly new.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going for Abyssal Scepter first. There were a couple Talia builds out there where it was high priority on Rylai's first item just so you can get the threaded volley off. And, well, when you're really good and you're really fast with the Swifties, then you don't need that item immediately to stick to people. And it actually might actually stunt your, or stump your damage growth for a bit because Talia needs to take over the game.
And Bjergsen's doing just that so far. 3-0-0. 100% of his team's killed so far, and some great roaming plays made already. TSM, 2,000 gold up just from the early laning phase here. The Sven and Shrimp are fighting for a count once again.
Yep.
Who's going to win this time it is Shrimp.
It is Shrimp, but there goes a ward from Svenskeren at the same time, puts it in the bush. No Raptor buff for you. Don't clear out the wards that I have all throughout your jungle. He's gonna look down bottom. Apollo has arrow.
Ooh. Eats it too. There's a tag. Fenn's like, alright, got a bail. Shrimp here as well. Jackson's also gonna come back in. No ulti, but plenty of speed to come down and maybe just threaten them off this turret.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute cooldown for the Reaper's Wall, rank 1. So it'll take him a decent amount of time before he has that back up. They get that turret, so yeah, TSM just brute force. And they've always been about in this split having pressure, and Bjergsen on this champion with the roams just adds so much pressure. And I was watching the stream that Scar, Freak, and Mark Z did, where they were talking about Bjergsen's pressure versus other mid laners. There's some people who are like skilled mechanically, stuff like that, but his roams and his pressure, unparalleled.
Feels okay actually. Predicting the lead on the side. Shove doesn't get it. TSM are able to get the Mountain Drake for themselves. Ulti out from King's going to keep Bjergsen a little low, but looks like a potion stack. It should be okay.
Yeah, and then Bjergsen gets to do things like that too now because he's played the mind game. You don't know if I'm roaming or not, and I'm more powerful than you, so I can sit in this bush and you can't check it without taking damage. But if you don't check it, then you don't know if I'm there or not, and your top lane or your bottom lane is in danger.
Yeah, Roberto actually played this champion earlier. When I asked him about it, he said that Talia just kind of feels like a slightly more powerful Twisted Fate in a lot of ways, so clearly there run parallels there. TSM are a team that, like you already mentioned, do want to play around the map. This feels like a really perfect champion for this team to master. Because Bjergsen, like you said, just constantly leading.
Yeah, and it was always like play through the mid lane. Now it's play through whatever lane has an advantage, and it could be Bjergsen having the advantage, or it could be him going to other lanes, getting an advantage for himself with the kills, because he has all of them right now, and setting up his lanes for success. And when you have a skilled player like that, and the meta revolving around the mid lane spilling over, then it just seems like kind of a no-brainer at that point. And it actually goes to Morel and Omicron here. Okay, so just random, because I thought it was the Abyssal Scepter, but this will give him mono regen, as well as that cooldown reduction, a little bit more of it, and the AP is substantial. So
yeah,
100 AP helping him out.
Still super efficient as far as items go, but we'll see where the rest of that build goes through next. TSM for a Drake, they just took one. It's that blue buff actually is where they want to be, but Shrimp hanging out, actually maybe being caught in the jungle here. Double Lift's going to pop the ulti and try and chase down. From look to save
it already.
Yeah, also a teleporting from Haunter looking to chase down, but Shrimp can't get out.
Oh, he's going to go for more.
He's going to cut down more. He gets 2 out. Now Apollo completely caught out of position. Who's going to keep trying to take him down? He eats a pillar, and that's the first kill for Bifrost. Special now going to get chased down as Haunter burns the ultimate. Not quite in range for that, but Spain going to keep chasing him. Does have the ultimate. Flashes. Oh! Barely gets knocked back out, and that's a kill for Haunter. And now they continue. Ray going to get snared up by the Karma as Haunter tanking everything in the face. King going to try and turn it around. Burns the ulti on the Svenskeren, but it's just not enough for Apex.
Are you kidding me? Svenskeren predicted the flash from Special. He flashes and throws the cast way in front of him and calls him on it.
Well, good play from TSM. They collapse for a few more kills. No objective to take just yet, but they are not done.
Absolutely insane. They want more.
Oh, Shrimp. Doesn't quite get tagged there. Apex, really, it's a hard team to keep up with at the best of times, but for the champions they've picked for themselves, they've got Talia, they've got Siva. Yeah. TSM is all over Apex right now.
And that's a big thing too, is Talia, all of her abilities can pretty much be cast while moving. They have a very, some of them have a very short root on them, like 0.25 second cast time. And she's definitely a stone mover, right? She's running around, she's casting the Q and moving simultaneously, and she gets extra movement speed when she's on her worked ground. So her kid there from Svenskeren, and that's what TSM are doing, cutting off options. You saw Bjergsen throw down the EW. Apollo can't go forward or backward at that point. He has to stand his ground and fight. And so he covered the option of the flash.
Not just Bjergsen that's looking good, certainly in this game. The rest of TSM reaping the benefits of all this pressure coming out of the mid laner. You can see everyone is ahead in their lanes. Haunter is up by 25 CS. Double Lift is up by 10 right now, but he was up by more earlier. And Bjergsen's just up as well, with Sven also out jungling Shrimp. So these gold leads across the board. I mean, TSM are ahead, what, 4,000 gold almost at this point? And that's pretty much just laning.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes. And I always like to look at gold like this as a percentage increase. So at this point, they're looking at like 120% of the enemy team's gold. So TSM are doing really well for themselves.
They're looking good as Apex are trying to get something back here. Maybe in the bottom lane tower. Haunter actually though, all that lane pressure starting to build up, and that's cascading into more objectives. TSM now 2 turrets to 0, getting themselves some extra gold. Bjergsen still just constantly surfing out of vision.
Yeah, it's scary. It's pressure. You can't see the guy. They can't make a lot of choices. They're like, he's stronger than me. I can't check that area, and I gotta guess I warn my laner and I play safe. Then if you play super safe, you give stuff up, like Dragon Control, which will be up in a minute.
And to move up top lane though, potentially for Bjergsen. Long lane for Ray to try and get out of. Does have the ultimate ready. Apparently get a piece back. Looks like
Ray has no flash.
Oh, actually going back in for it. Ray,
Whoa.
maybe gonna get shoved back here. Does get slowed in. W not gonna hit. Ray stands his ground and Bjergsen gonna keep chasing, but the pillars there. Ray's forced to burn the ulti, and Hunter should be able to chase him down. Ray nowhere good to go, and that's a kill for Bjergsen.
Yep, again, taking advantage of the flashes being down. The Weaver's wall cooldown now dropping to 100 seconds. So yeah, you can use it about 3 times in a flash timer.
Ooh, arrow.
Oh, nice spell shield there from Double Lift.
Casual. Just soaks it up. And you can see TSM now transferring that pressure to mid lane. Just looking to knock down the outer turrets. And much like Twisted Fate, I tell you, it's pretty scary when the maps open up like this. Apex is starting to run out of wiggle room.
Yeah, and even more so now because the Rift Herald is going to go over to Hanser here. This has been one of Ray's biggest tools for having an advantage over his opponent. And with that going over to Hanser, it just gives him an even bigger lead in this matchup here.
TSM never done with the pressure. Probably looking at that Drake spawn that's up in about 5 seconds. Do have the one mountain already. Ocean Drake now spawning, so TSM in position to try and take it down. Everyone can join. Teleports are all up. Apex are actually in the area for a potential challenge, but I don't know if they want to fight TSM right now.
I don't think they do. They have a team fight composition, but TSM, on the other hand, their roaming power has been so strong that it's actually created a scenario where the team fight comp doesn't want to team fight you, even though you're more pick and roaming. But you want to get out laning phase. That's the thing, is as Apex's comp, you're like, let's get out laning phase. Now you get out of laning phase, you're like, well, they're just stronger than us.
Yeah, a little too far behind perhaps. So TSM just straight up starting the Drake in their faces. Apex, can they find a way in here?
This could be a back-breaking fight here.
Teleport in from Hanser. Shrimp to try and start it. It actually does go over to Shrimp, but they might lose a bit more. Shrimp dying on the bottom end of the fight there, but I think he barely escaped. But as special, cut off again by a nice wall. Probably going to go down as Ray fighting Sven in the back of the pit. Hanser taking too much damage. Because TSM haven't quite secured their kills yet. Sven gonna flash in for it, trying to chase down Apollo. Apex Victor to get around. Keen, massive damage on the back, and there's a double. A 3rd kill for Apex as they steal the Drake and turn it around.
And the team fight team comes up huge in that fight. Bjergsen still has flash, but he wasn't the one who was in danger. It was the rest of his team not paying attention to Keen's damage. That was a really well-skirted fight there for Apex. And they're going to try to take down this mid turret. Bjergsen gets dangerously low as well.
Yeah, Keen actually got clipped by a Talia W, so Keen doesn't really fancy pushing forward. TSM will hold onto their turrets for now, but Ocean Drake went over. TSM losing 3. There's a big swing of gold in the right direction for Apex. TSM still up 4K. We'll watch this one again.
Yeah, so TP comes down. I love the ultimate from Ray, and I also love the ultimate that comes down from Keen. They end up picking it up. Flash, tunnel out from Ray, or from Shrimp, and then Keen on the opposite side of the wall. He's actually in safe territory right now. Bjergsen trying to take it down as soon as possible. And this right here, the ultimate from Keen in the back line, chasing them down. Svenskeren has to go up this choke point, and Victor now in a prime position. Double Lift trying to walk forward to finish off in special, and Ray had already walked around the side. And that's a 3-for-0 in favor of Apex. They get right back in it. 3.7k gold advantage for TSM still.
Also fairly certain King didn't have Rylaz when that fight started and has now completed it, so big swing of gold, and that would have made it worse. Bjergsen does dodge that arrow out, but Apex looking to take this turret. Special shot back and start eating damage. Turret not dead just yet. In fact, that's a lot of damage. Special lucky to get out of that one.
Yeah, pretty relentless there.
Oh,
Weaver's wall. Oh, Ray.
Yeah, equalized the down, but he's taking too much damage. He will go down. Hanser maybe looking for a chase. Svenskeren ulti at the ready, but no flash. TSM heavily guarding that mid turret. In fact, they look to take a trade back, and they should get this mid adder instead.
TSM 3 turrets to 0. And they're playing really well right now, but still, they're trying to just get this lead larger. Apex at the same time. They're looking for some team fights, but some of their champions are very ultimate cooldown reliant, like the Rumble. So you can't have those continuous team fights like TSM can, where they're just waiting for, Bjergsen's wall's up again, and they're able to win. He had used his TP previously, so he ended up walking.
Just hanging out in the area. Seeing the sights. Good enough for a pillar there to cut them off. As Bjergsen now up to 5-0 and 2. TSM still holding their strong lead in this game. They're not so bad. Special actually doing a smart job blocking it off, but there's E out and there's another Q. Goodbye Minion Wave, and that tower's still standing. Apex starting to look at it, thinking that's an awfully sore spot for them. Once they're even getting side lane pressure down as well.
Yep, definitely with that Rift Herald buff. Going to deal a lot of damage here. Rumble's wave clear is a little bit better than it was in the past, but he can't deal with this. He's 2 levels down. Haunter has only missed out on 1 kill in terms of participation, and that Rumble has nothing up against that Spirit Visage completed in front of him.
Not enough vision for Haunter. He actually is completely safe to push this, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah.
So he's making sure he plays safely with members of Apex missing off the map. And now Ray's coming down.
As soon as he sees Ray, he may actually try to camp in his bush and wait.
Can't see.
Probably has a lot of damage, I think.
Yeah, Haunter is chilling out. I mean, that tower, he had red buff as well, so that tower will die very quickly. Haunter is happy to push it out. Bjergsen's actually covering now as well. That gives Haunter the knowledge, okay, I can't keep pushing that aggressive.
Bjergsen's like, the flash is down. It's time to strike. And again, Ray is going to get sectioned off.
Equalizer there, but he cut off by every bit of terrain, and Bjergsen's just dominating now.
This looks brutal for the top laner of Apex. They play through him so often, but in this game, TSM have just eliminated that as an option.
Yep, not just using, you know, the jungle and top lane synergy, but throw the mid laner up there as well. And just every single time Ray looks like he's out of position, punished there with an easy kill. Again, it's very similar to Twisted Fate play, and Bjergsen is pretty good on that champion.
Yeah, it's different. Everybody has to know how to play against Lien, not just the mid laner. You have to know when you're out of position against this champion because it's a different, I want to say circle of threat or zone of threat that she has. So you have to pay attention to that. Places that are normally safe may not be safe against Lien.
See now TSM almost up to 10,000 gold ahead. Took 2 turrets, both the mid and the bottom tier 2. After Bjergsen walled down to get that kill. So Drake up in a minute. TSM was going to continue snowballing their lead ahead here. Apex gonna have to hold on for a little longer as to watch Bjergsen's wonderful gank again.
Yeah, it's like he's out of position. It's like Ray is underneath his turret with a little bit of a minion wave, but Haunter and Bjergsen able to go up, and circle of influence is what I was looking for there. The circle of influence that Talia has to force you to back up is much larger than a lot of champions. So you always have to be conscious of that. You always have to be able to count that she can join that fight. And Ultimate's already back up.
It's gonna get trickier as well as the map opens up. It's just more ground for Bjergsen to work with. Drake up in 20 seconds now. So Bjergsen still holding strong in this mid lane. Does have the Rylai's now finished, and an Abyssal Scepter added in. So both the items you thought of are now here. And 3 items is pretty strong at this stage of the game.
Yeah, one of the cooldown reduction first. We got the null magic mantle to deal with the Victor. You saw when he threw down the ultimate very early on at level 6. Null magic mantle was already there for Bjergsen. It probably would have pushed him completely out of lane if he didn't have it. So defensive stats first. Now working towards the team fighting build.
Let's go with TP as well, working on yet another turret. Glimpse of the Void still active, so he does good damage here. Gonna pop the W and start smacking him down. Apex rushing their Drake, but TSM are on Baron.
You're just going to go towards the opposite side. Haunter's going to finish off this top tier 2. Baron on the table. Baron speed for this team is actually pretty decent. It's not incredible, but it's okay.
Yeah, it gets down to about 50% health, but without Trundle there specifically, TSM don't feel confident. They pop the ulti looking for a chase.
They're trying to out-rotate. They're trying to out-rotate. They're trying to get there first. You could wall them off from actually taking any route, but he's just going to go through, get to this turret, push towards this inhibitor because they just out-rotated them.
Yep.
Very handy.
Don't need it just yet, but look for it potentially. TSM have a lot of options. Bjergsen moving out to make a wall, I think, but Keen getting himself caught. They do want the inhib, but Keen's been chunked out already. Ulti out there from Ray, gonna try and cut them off. Double, it's actually hit up by Special, but Sven tanking in the front line there. Shrimp gets knocked back there, but the damage is a little too much. Special caught out of position all on his own. As Haunter soaking damage versus a 3 carries. Double if looking to chase through as the Karma Shield's gonna speed him forward. Ray finally goes down. He actually gets a double for his troubles. And TSM take the inhib as well. That's a slaughter.
Yep. Doesn't even have to use the ultimate there on Talia. Didn't really have an opportunity to do so, but Double Lift walks through. There's so many threats on this team because Haunter is so big. And I just love the rotation there from TSM. Completely out-rotated. We are 26 minutes in, and it's already a 12k gold advantage for TSM. And they're looking to make that even larger now with this Baron.
Yeah, on top of the Baron, this should be uncontested. Bjergsen actually TP's his way back down, holds his wall, and make sure he's there to commit with his team for the Baron. Does go over to TSM though. And this is quite a mountain to climb for Apex.
Haunter was just taking care of the rest of Apex. Haunter was soaking damage, making complete use of his combination of Ravenous Hydra as well as having his Bears.
Yeah, the tanks of TSM have absolutely won the arms race this time. Apex just don't have enough damage right now to really burn through the 2 tanky members. TSM now looking to assault the bottom half of the map, it looks like. Drake's not up just yet, but Infernal will be a key one to get. the game doesn't end at that point. TSM, they're going to close this one up pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're going to play it by the book here. Top lane has super minions constantly pushing. Rumble will have to answer that, and then TP into a fight if there is one. And they're going to push out mid wave, bottom wave, while Hanser is going down here and trying to get some damage back and forth.
Plenty of Baron buff left to play with as well. So TSM is going to pillar up Apollo. Double Lift going to move in with a shield on, take down this turret. And Garen actually might have been threatened with an ulti, but that turret melts. TSM are looking for this inhib. Doesn't look like Apex want to defend though. Like, don't defend that one, but do they defend the next one? Because they're kind of running out of stuff to protect.
Yeah, they're just going to take 3 inhibs here, or maybe go for the next team fight.
Look at these two. It's Garen and Haunter just hanging out, zoning off 5 members of Apex casually as Double Lift goes to catch the minion wave and shove it down mid. It's a little tricky, to say the least. As Haunter even going to take a bite out of Shrimp. This is so hard.
No fear. Level 16 for both solo laners.
Hello.
They walls off Keen.
Keen maybe in trouble, but Sven can't quite find the line. Actually pops him back over the wall. TSM trying to get creative in the siege. Haunter gets so much health back as the Mikhails is there as well from Biofrost. Just pop the ulti. Mikhails from Biofrost and Haunter's back to full health. Tanking a turret with his face.
Awesome item by there.
Sven gets King. Oh, good flash. Dirksen chasing in, but TSM a little too much. Yeah, Haunter goes down. King gets another kill for himself, and Sven was going to get caught out here, but no chase for Apex. Do get the flash though. Yeah, we talked about TSM being a risky team. They'll take these risks, but they're so far up in gold that they would have to have these risks turned into blunders like 3 more times in order for Apex to really get back into this game. It's still something that they can hope for because Apex have been punishing accordingly. That's the second time we've seen a fight go in their favor. Yeah, Keen is the one
Obviously, didn't have it there for the large amount of regen, and Hanser now looking for a TP to keep this minion invulnerable.
Yeah, we're back. That's kind of the right way to do it, I think. Yeah, TSM going to break another inhib here. Hanser just sectioning off Keen, actually going to slow him down with a pillar. Still tanking damage, does have the ulti ready. Double Lift, few more autos, and that's enough for the 3rd inhib to fall.
Yeah, there was a post about it on Reddit where the TP nerf was actually a buff because the 4.5 seconds means that that minion tanking the turret is invulnerable for 1 more second. So you have 1 more second of that unbreakable siege. He's going to wall them off from it so that they can do some damage to this turret, but now looking for somebody to actually catch out. Didn't work out.
Doesn't commit. Shrimp though, knock back in. Pretty tanky though on the Rex side. Arrow hits Bjergsen actually. Now King going to move in for it. The knockup. Going to flash in straight forward because couldn't quite get the kill. Shrimp's going to have his GA pop. Sven's still zoning him off and it's too much damage from the TSM backline. Shrimp now going to go down and it's 5v4 as Apollo almost goes down solo to Double Lift. Ray will fall actually as Double Lift just base tanks it.
Yeah, TSM, they have minions pouring into the base here.
And that should be game here since Garen trying to do what he can, getting a little low, but TSM should have been able to bust through these turrets. The Nexus now exposed and TSM in dominating fashion will take the first one.
And with the Talia